Hello and welcome to my take on Google Maps as it can be used in your classroom. So over here we just have Google Maps pulled up and I'm just gonna kind of walk through this Google Maps scavenger hunt I made up to use in a classroom. I'd probably use it in a third or fourth grade classroom just to kind of get them familiar with things outside of their hometown and they can use it just to explore a little bit. So how this works exactly would be to as you can see, using latitude and longitude in Google Maps, find and document the following places and find what they have in common. So here they would get a list of locations in this first part, and simply all they have to do is copy and paste into Google Maps, and then it'll bring them to an area. Here we got a location, right? And it's the Caesar Superdome. And if you look into it, it is the home of the Saints, so football stadium. And then you do that for the next one, same thing with the football stadium. So what they would have in common, and they would just write football stadium in the spot below. And then for part two, it gets a little more difficult. This is actually here. Let me show you. It turns into more like this. So it's zoomed in, and you really have to zoom out to see what exactly you're looking at here. So you got Madison, and then you got the next one, and you got Des Moines. So, for those who know what that is, these are both state capitals. So, all four of these would be state capitals. So, a teacher could use this, like I said earlier, to help students explore parts of the world around outside of their hometown, their little bubble that these students might be in. Um, the features are really endless. I mean, you can go anywhere in the world. You can look at it in different forms. You can look at it like this, so it looks you can actually see what everything looks like, the water, everything looks like that. Um, how I'd use it in my classroom would be to speed this scavenger hunt kind of thing. If you were to use it, you wouldn't have to do it exactly this way. You can do it however you would like. But tell me more about this tool. I mean, just use Google. I mean, if you Google Maps, PowerPoints, presentations, lesson plans, there's an endless supply of them because everyone is using Google Maps, so you'll always be able to find something. So hopefully you learned a little something from me today, and thank you for listening.